Yes, because faster or slower would only mean faster or slower would only mean that you have to get somewhere. See? Now, what we are seeing is that in reality, the truth is always here. It's only mentally I start to pretend as if something is missing. Now it is only the pretend which is dropping. Nothing in reality is changing. Yes. And we don't have to keep track of that because that is the checker guy. It is more than obvious to you when you're buying something from the mind. So you don't have to constantly make a report about it or resolutions about it. Nothing. Let everything unfold. And when you allow everything to unfold, if there are some mental concepts that get picked up, it will be shown to you. Some suffering will come, some pinch will come. And when that comes, then we can inquire and see, so what did I pick up? Which idea am I buying? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's very good you see it, you see. Yes. Keep coming to satsang because it is natural and it is joyful. If you come to satsang with the idea that you must get something, then yeah, yes. Then when you find that you're not getting anything, then that can be frustrating. Actually, you're here to lose all ideas. You see? But you don't even have to track that because this one that is tracking is feeding you a lot of new ideas, very quietly whispering new ideas. It's too much mind, yes. 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 So let the mind do whatever it wants. Let the mind say whatever it wants. Let it throw whatever tantrums or offer you whatever deals it wants. You remain still. Let the body shake if it wants, but you remain still. Don't go along with this. Yes, yes, yes. The body is very well taken care of. If you come to satsang, then everything the body needs, whatever the body needs, the presence of satsang is helping that energetically on its own. We don't need to make any concept about it. The mind doesn't need to have any idea about what is happening to the body.
What about the process?
You can use the mic actually, I forgot about the mic.
This mind was trying to do it for so many years. It knew the process. It knew in advance what will be. So now it needs to leave everything.
Yes.
It's it's not like.
Let the mind say whatever it likes, you leave it.
Oh, but I'm very happy about the.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is also mind that is so tired that wants to return to come inside. There are a big attraction for this idea of just fall and let loose. At the same time, it's what it is so painful because sometimes I think also mind wants just to fall down and lose the control and like I feel like I will be inconscient and it will happen. And this
This
comment
mind
and mind comes.
is so tricky. It will give you very beautiful ideas. But
Very.
the reality of you is already complete. Doesn't need anything at all. Because even a beautiful idea, if you buy, something just wants to dissolve or fall or something, then it keeps saying, yes, yes, almost fallen, almost. You just have to take one last step. Don't fall for the idea that you have to fall. Don't fall for any ideas. Don't worry about what happens next. See, as we are dropping these ideas, fear can come. And the message will come saying, what's going to happen now? Now what? Now. Stay, don't move. Let these ideas come and go. Then it might seem like even the body is shaking. There's so much fear sometimes it feels like, or so much sometimes bliss can come. Don't make any judgments about it. Don't go with any conclusions about it. Let all of this also come and go. Because your reality is not shaking. The truth is not moving. And if we did not have this power to pretend, the power to believe, then none of these appearances would ever seem to have any of this personal juice. But you're here because you're done with the personal juice. Now you want the nectar of immortality, not this personal achievement. But it feels to you that you don't know how to drop this sense of personal achievement. Therefore, the sense of freedom also you want to achieve personally, but that is not possible. The sense of freedom also you want to achieve personally, but that is not possible. It is the dissolution of this idea of personhood, which is freedom. And the best news is that there is no person. Right now, there is none. Who is clear that right now there is no person? Let's see. Show of hands, please, if possible. Clear, no? Right now there is no person. So now, don't go with anything which is personal. And what is personal? Only the voice of this mind. The recognition that there is no person. I am this awareness is already here now. Now all that is happening is in the play, the dropping of all that is false, all our false beliefs. Now, if you're trying to get rid of the false, if you're trying to lose weight, then don't eat the hamburger thoughts. Losing the weight of conditioning and continue to feast on conditioning, that is not it. There's a restaurant in UK, if I'm not wrong, where you just sit at your table and there's a conveyor belt in front of you. You see? You heard of? You've been there? So what happens is all the tables are around this conveyor belt. Right? Now our habit has become so much to not just look. So giving our attention is looking at what is coming, and giving it belief is to take it and eat it, consume it. Right? So our habit has been so much okay. Okay. And then you say, I want to lose weight, but I'm not going to. This appearance of the conveyor belt is not stopping. Okay. So how do I lose weight? So I say, okay, you can't stop looking because you're too curious right now. So look, but at least you can avoid the taking and the eating. Then you say, no, I want to lose weight, but I want to continue to eat because that is also possible. Okay, some whatever the concept might be. Okay, enjoy the play, then enjoy the food at least. So a thought comes with some temptation. So the conveyor belt, this very fancy dish comes, attention goes to it. You're looking, it's passing by, gong, gong, you pick it up, you eat it up. uh, Then the next thought, the next thing, dish that comes on the conveyor belt is what? You shouldn't have done that. You see? And you're looking at that, and you're too quick to pick up that one. And then the next thought, the next dish on the conveyor belt is what? See, now you're stuck in this. And you pick up that. You see, this is how the chef is very smart. Mhm. And this is how we seem to just keep on putting on weight. Many of us seem to keep putting on a lot of spiritual weight also, with spiritual concepts, spiritual ideas. We're consuming so many ideas. The mic, huh? Is there? Yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you. You can say it.
Other what's happening with me is like when I check inside, it is in that moment it is completely clear.
Yes.
It's untouched awareness. But what happens is
When I check inside, this is very.
in that moment,
You are the only one in this entire world of 7 billion right now who must be making this kind of statement. Yeah, so let's enjoy. Let me enjoy that, what you say. When I check right now, then
in that instant, it is completely clear that I am just witnessing,
yes,
completely witnessing.
very good.
And then what happens is within a fraction of second, it becomes a concept that I am awareness. And I can see that it's a mind picking up the concept within a fraction of second.
The mind gives you the concept and it comes on the conveyor belt.
Yes.
And then you're too
And
tempted to eat it.
it happens like
It
it
happens
is
too
it is
fast.
bought.
Okay. So if you find that there are these persistent beliefs, like even I am awareness can just be
And after that the thoughts are they don't come related to person. It comes related to I am awareness, and that is more trouble
yes, yes.
because yeah.
So if the thought is believed I am awareness, I am God, you see, and it is believed, then what will happen is that the way it manifests itself is in some specialness or arrogance or something.
Yeah,
Because if it is
or
just conceptual like this,
as a checker guy.
as a checker,
Yes.
very good, very good.
Yeah.
So it becomes now your awareness, now don't become the person. Like that.
It shouldn't be happening to me.
Yes,
I'm awareness
yes.
in day-to-day life.
Yes.
So this is what happening.
Yes, but this is okay because concepts, if you keep coming to either they will last fast
Yeah,
or
it
you
is.
will see them in the light of inquiry in satsang very fast.
Yes.
So these will not last if you keep coming to satsang. There are many who will take it up conceptually and then say, I am awareness. You see? So why do I have to listen to satsang anymore? I can just be awareness.
No, I can see that it gives suffering.
Yes,
So
so it gives
it's
suffering.
good. Yeah, in a way it's good. So is there any way like I can stop it in that fraction to become it a concept? Like when I check in that moment, it is completely clear. It's awareness. So is there anything that can be done to make it to avoid it as a concept?
So as you find that there's a sense of not giving belief to most other things. Let's go back to the conveyor belt. Now, there are some things which now you're saying like are dessert. And if you love dessert, then it seems to just get picked up. You see? But once you start with appetizers, main course, all of these 6 courses in the 7 course meal, and you're not picking up, you see? Then the little bit of weight that you're adding on is through this dessert. But you will find that as you're emptying yourself of the other 6, you'll find more a sense of even not giving belief to these. Because what I don't want you to do is pick up concepts like now I'm getting stuck with this.
Yeah, literally, I like I.
So drop this one because it is not talking to awareness.
Yeah.
You say that my thoughts refer to awareness. So that thought which says I'm getting stuck with this idea that I am awareness.
Yes.
Drop this idea first. That I'm getting stuck with this idea called awareness.
Uh,
Yeah?
yeah.
Drop all the auxiliary stuff.
Yeah.
And then if this is the only thing that remains, then this will also drop because everything in the tree of conditioning is interdependent.
Yeah.
So as you're dropping, it's just like if you're pulling one leg of the table, you see, then the entire table will come. So you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Because this itself is very sneaky.
Yeah.
The mind saying, see now, this still happens to you. You said my mind now is only talking about me as awareness. But when it says that I'm stuck with this idea that I'm awareness, who's it referring to you as?
The person who owns the
Exactly.
awareness. Yeah.
The person that wants to be free or be enlightened
Yeah.
is believed in because it has made it personal now. In my case, this is what is happening.
Yeah, because I can see that there is a fear also to not check just because in a fraction of second it will become a concept. I can say that.
Okay,
It
check
was.
now. Let's see. Became a concept. The concept can come and dance in front
Yeah,
of
it is
you.
coming.
Yes, let
Yeah.
it come. It's okay. Who is the concept appearing to? Is that also a concept? The idea I am awareness is appearing to who?
It's me only. It's appearing to me.
So, in this way, as you check and you just know that I'm not going to buy any of these appearances, especially the voice of the mind, it will not last. And don't, if you want to pick up the idea I am awareness,
Ananta, we can't hear you at the minute. Still no sound, Ananta. Oh, that's okay. Oh no. No voice, Ananta. Okay.
okay, how about now?
Yeah, that's
That?
good. That's good.
When you're on a diet, can the solution ever be to eat more food? Okay? So you ate something that you didn't want to. It happens in every diet. So can the solution to that be ever, okay, let me now pick up that, block of Rocky Road ice cream from the freezer and have that also? It cannot be. Yeah? So it can never be about coming to a conclusion about what happened in the past. To buy the guilt thought is to say that, Okay, I ate a salad when I was supposed to be on a water diet, so let me now eat a dessert. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's exactly how guilt thought is. The most fattening. Huh? So you ate a very harmless thought, and the guilt says, see, now you're useless, worthless, you're losing all of it. Then in that process, you're eating the ice cream, the sundae.
Yeah, because I can see that there was some guilt because I missed 2 or 3 satsangs
Yeah.
because of the fear that if I go to satsang and if I check, then it is completely clear who am I. But in fraction of second, it will become a concept and it will give me suffering.
Yes,
So
who?
that is
Who will it give? Who will pick up the concept? There is
this.
still a I which is saying that I check, I find, this is what happens to me. This is just the same guy. Sometimes acting like the checker guy, sometimes acting like the finder guy.
Yeah,
And this one is also reliant on thoughts.
yeah,
The dieter is non-existent. The only difference in our story is that there is nobody here to lose weight. You see?
yeah.
And yet, because it has been given so much belief,
Mm.
it seems like it is here. And anything we believe about this false one just adds to the weight of conditioning.
Yeah,
The recognition of what we are is like going to the gym. Lose 1,000 calories in the
mm.
recognition. You know, this example. It's just stretching itself out on its own. Yeah. The inquiry, who am I, or the recognition of based on the inquiry, who am I, is already very helpful in the dropping of the conditioning. You see? But it doesn't mean that because the recognition is there now, I'm free to keep eating all the food that I want. If you still keep believing all the false ideas, then it still continues. You see? And this is the cause of a spiritual trap also. Because for most actually in the world, they feel that
There now I'm keep eating all the food that I want. If you still keep believing all the false ideas, then it still continues. And this
you see? So one of the most prominent beliefs in spirituality is that the instant I've recognized who I am, I'm done with suffering and I'm done with all personhood and egotism. That itself becomes a big aspect of the conditioning.
Yeah, I can see that because it is even more important to come to satsang after
Yes,
recognition. I can
yes,
say that.
yes,
Otherwise, it will become a
yes.
concept.
Know that if you're doing something out of fear, then there is a belief in the mind. So you have this fear that, oh, when I come to satsang, then when I check, I'm awareness, the mind will give me this concept, and I'm very quick to buy it.
Yeah,
You see? And then you better not go then.
yeah. I literally bought it for 2 days,
Yeah.
2 3 days. Yeah.
But now as we're looking through it, it seems so funny, it seems
Yes,
silly,
yes,
isn't it?
yeah.
It can be so sneaky.
Yes, yes. And that is the main reason I wanted to come to Bangalore
Yes, yes,
because it was so subtle.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. So now just allow the conveyor belt to come and go. with whatever it is bringing. And you can look at it if you have to, but don't pick it up. Mike too. Hari?
Uh, Father, Rajan is very angry person and he wanted to talk to you. uh,
What is it offering on the conveyor belt right now?
it's like means it's
You can turn your chair a bit
yeah,
this
sure.
way.
It was as much as I know you, it it's 100% trust on Guruji's and your voice. But one of the thing which I see means which I believed and wanted to experiment is in a way to see it unfold by its
Yeah.
own. And one of that was life is taking care of itself
Yes.
in a way, and that was the even that maybe a idea behind that to just give it everything in that context. And but on the same time, yeah, like. Uh, the way I see it, with no disrespect and this, like, it's I don't know how to say it's like even this so-called we seeker community. It's like everybody is talking. I am not the person. I am not the person, and it's like okay, but we all working up to certain degree from a personal level, and where it comes to managing your life, I first I when I decided that thing, I will take a year when I won't think at all about all these things, and then it's but on the same time it conflict come, then who are you to decide about a year?
Yeah.
So then it will unfold by its own.
Yeah.
But on the same time here, that condition is not happening in any case. So what you are a special, it happened by its own. All the people they take a 6 month off, year off, and then they work for a few months, then they come, then they become seeker again for another 6 months. And sorry for no disrespect, but it's like you playing that seeker role. So just if you something mature inside of you in a year, just get it done with that or come back to I I I don't I don't say that I enjoyed what I've been doing, but I didn't hate. So we'll continue with that. 1 year, no question. Then it's like Rajan speaking certainly is all, but it's okay. Then you do what you're doing and keep watching video or whenever opportunity come to Father, come to Guruji and continue that. Don't like because I don't personal experience. I don't see that it unfold by its own. It's like it's something is there when your consciousness conditioned with the insecurity. It works in a certain way. When it being with presence, it's work in a different way, and it happens. So it's so just wanted to speak there.
Right? So
Yeah.
it's good because you said that this is Rajan's commentary, isn't it? Rajan saying, I, who are you to decide? Take 1 year, look at these people, they do like this, and the seeker goes on, there's no end to this, and what's the point of this? So this one is saying all of this. You see? And it is also saying that yes, yes, but consciousness when it's conditioned plays a certain way, and consciousness when it's free from all conditioning, it plays this way. So it is using satsang concepts itself, you see, because it has heard them, and it is now saying that this is what it is. Okay, so if everything that it is saying is true, then what?
Then I'm gonna continue for 1 year if something mature and then this condition drop by its own. I
Okay.
will continue whatever
Okay.
God want. Otherwise, I will go back to my life.
Don't even have to make that conclusion. You see, I will continue for 1 year is still Rajan. And then what can happen is because you say 1 year, you say, okay, now this is my first month, second month, third month, fourth month. By the time it gets to second part of the year, then some fear can come. Am I getting it or not getting it or whatever? All of this is taking you away from the freshness of what is right now. Right now you are free. One year means nothing to you. Time is just an appearance coming in front of you. It is true for you what I'm saying.
Yeah,
If you
but
go with that one, then it will not seem true. Don't go with that one. Right now you are free. All this is appearing in front of you. It's not really touching you. Time and space mean nothing to you. You see? Time will mean something to you if you keep juggling between both these voices. One is the voice which is speaking from here, and the voice which goes in your head. So one sentence from here, one sentence from there, or one paragraph, one answer from here, one answer from there. Then it will seem like a very confused state. Nothing more we need from the mind. Just the words which are appearing in satsang are enough. And whatever comes through the mind or sensations in the body, don't worry, it'll pass. Right now, what is bondage? You good? If you don't think about it, how are you bound? You say in a year I should have maturity. I can't see the maturity in this right, the immaturity in the right now. What needs to mature? So if right now you were to drop all allegiance to the mind, then I don't ask you to stay.
but for the region
Who's
being
speaking now?
is Rajan,
Don't
certainly.
speak that.
Uh,
Don't speak that. Why are you believing it?
I can't get rid of his belief.
Let
It's
it
just
come and go.
yeah.
Okay. Now, is it still there? Unless you reach out for it. Is it that the mind is screaming this at you?
No, until unless I buy that thought,
Yeah.
it doesn't come.
Yeah.
Uh,
So why are you buying still?
because the way it unfolds, I see it contradiction between
Who's speaking now?
Srajan.
You find that okay, the mind has got something which is true. Huh? So okay, so what is the contradiction?
Uh, contradiction in the sense, teaching certainly it's so much of space to see things, and it's like anything come, even this come, I can laugh on it, and it doesn't pull that strong. But on the same time, there's a like sense of one identity which very strong. Insecurity in a way ki, maybe you end up in 3 years doing all this, then what you have done for 12 years,
No,
that will all drop. Yeah,
you say that I see a contradiction.
yeah.
So speak from your seeing and not your interpretation of it.
Probably are not able to comprehend.
Okay.
Can you come?
I'm saying that you say I see a contradiction. You see between what is being said. Okay, one second. Let me just.
No sound.
Okay, let's try. Oh, but the ear thing is the ear thing is. Okay. Can't find my ears under all the hair. You'll do something. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah. It's okay. Still strange. Just get a haircut like Hari. No, it's a bit weird.
Certainly, Father, if I be in that place, these are just a concept which something picks up. But um,
That's what I'm saying. The
yeah,
good news is that in every moment you start fresh. Don't worry about what got picked up. Now,
if I don't pick up, it's not there.
yes. So
But on
don't
the
pick up.
same time, this thing, something have to be established in that, which I feel like means it keep
That's what we are
coming.
doing.
Yeah,
As we start to get established in the not picking up during satsang time, then more and more you will find that the so-called day-to-day practical life, as we call it, also will become easier and easier not to pick up. Then you will not find so much distinction between in satsang and out of satsang.
yeah, because I see it, the only reason why I wanted to run away from role I've been playing is like so much of energy goes to like in that environment where it come from insecurity and come from personal desire.
Don't
So
even buy this conclusion,
yep.
because this I is not you.
Okay.
You see, because what I'm doing now is that your checker guy is flowering, the bud is there. Uh, and if I let it flower like that, it'll become this Venus flytrap or something. Not a beautiful flower. So I want to nip it in the bud. I think my life was like this. I didn't mind my work so much. Actually, I'm only here because it starts very nicely.
Yeah.
But this itself will become the tormentor. The voice which is seeming pleasant and helpful right now will become so authoritative and say, you're not doing a good job, you're not being a good seeker, you're not getting freedom, you're unworthy. Don't start buying this voice.
It was kind of from yesterday evening. It was like that only. Yeah, very strong. Yeah.
Who is it talking about? Is it talking about you in reality or the fake idea of you?
I can say with certainty that neutral space, nothing happen until unless I buy any thought. But I don't know what real because I can just talk about from that neutral space only.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh,
So if I say, tell me who you are with full honesty, what would you say? And you don't have to have any sort of peer pressure.
Just a sense of I amness.
Okay, this is not bad. Very good. The sense I am is there. Now, is there anything personal about this I am? Is this I am good or bad at work? Does it enjoy its work or dislike its work? Are you speaking about the I am?
Yeah, I can see like if I don't pick up thought, it just is it is.
It just is.
Yeah.
Yes.
But something is not interested in it. It just
Something is not interested in what?
it's like it's okay. It
What's
is.
the big deal? Yeah. Yeah. This is the trouble, no? Because something will say, but yeah, okay, it just is. What's the big deal? And then nothing is going to happen to it, nothing will change. Yeah. So this is the voice of the serpent. Yeah. It's saying, buy this apple. What's the big deal? Just is. Don't rush into the it just is. Because as this I am will unravel itself for you, you will find such pristine beauty that you have never experienced in your life. This I am, yeah, is the source of all that we call Ram, Krishna, Christ. Don't be so quick to say, oh, yeah, this is the mind will come like that. It's a very beautiful discovery. I am.
Yeah, even I can see this for quite some time. It's just isness, and something was like, okay, it is. At any moment I can come back, dissociate, disassociate from the thought, but something is not interested in that. Is okay, is. That's just be in that. Yeah.
The thought itself will come and say, but what's the big deal? You can always come back to this. But out of the apparently 7 billion or so in the world, how many are in satsang right now? Truly with openness. Very few. So don't discount the power of the serpent to trick you. Among all the ones who first started coming to satsang with me, nobody is here in this room right now. And nobody is on YouTube or Hangout. The first ones who came. Why? Because something was bought along the way that it's so apparent, it's clear. I can always come back to this. Let me go live my life or something. Some idea like this. There will come this crunch time where it will be so clear that what is on offer here is not personal at all. And at that time, the serpent's voice comes and says, but play some more. It's okay. You can always come back to this. Ananta is still young, 41. Maybe he'll live another 30, 40 years. But once we buy into just this idea, which seems so harmless, then I don't know when we actually meet next, which lifetime it will be, and which world it will be. Sometimes I feel that because we make it so simple and so regular, there are beautiful advantages to that, but also there are some disadvantages. Because it seems sometimes it can feel like it's just too available, you see. The mind can say, but it's always there. So don't fall for these mind tricks. Actually, the theme for this week seemed like it was like this, that I'm recognizing what I am. It's clear to me what I am, but I still want to play with this person some more. And that is the primal belief, you see. Why? Although we found no stable sense of happiness, peace, or joy in that, just momentary glimpses. And we see that if there has been happiness in this life, it has been after coming to satsang. So don't go with any ideas about I got it, I'm getting it, I haven't got it, I'm not getting it. None of that. In the story of Vashisht and Lakshman on the horse, why does Lakshman not get off the horse? Why? Because he feels like he has a life. He has things to do. He's in a rush. That this is okay. What's the big deal? It's just a small hut and a sage is sitting there. You see, it's like not really in his top 10 priorities. So this is the voice of the serpent which will come and say, but you can always come back to the truth. It's always here. You're recognizing also now. So let's play as if we are still personal for some time. What's the rush anyway? In everything else, it wants to rush. You see this? Everything else in life, it wants to rush, rush, rush. But when it comes to this deepening of the recognition, it comes to the dropping of the conditioning. It's like, no, no, play with me for some time. Why you want to drop me? I'm your good friend. I'm telling you, no. Look at all these people. They come, they stay for some time, they go back, make some money, come back, then they go back. It's like the whole life they will spend doing this. Mind is saying all this, no? And saying, what a waste. These kind of things. You don't want to be like that. Don't know any of this. Actually, we don't know. And for you, I can say that just because you love me, don't go with this voice.
Father, it never going to, I don't know, but as much I can sense it never going to be against your voice. What you will say, it will always overrule whatever mind say.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So just like this, don't believe this voice of the trickster. Yeah? Nothing will go wrong. It's all auspicious.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you, Matthew.
Just a feeling to come up, Father. You know.
Ananta, this sound has gone again.
Nobody's saying anything, my dear.
Okay. Sorry.
Thank you. It's okay. It's okay.
Can I say something,
Yes.
Father? Nothing is coming up, Father. If you want me to go, I'll go back.
No.
I don't. There's nothing here.
There really is nothing.
It's transparent.
It's transparent.
Transparent. What sees, Father? What seeing? You know? It's so funny.
Yes. that which is seeing, this primal seeing, is not a what.
Yeah.
That is what the mind cannot come to terms with. And as you're discovering that it's not a what, because you're saying that there is nothing here. You see, this is the recognition. There is no thing, and yet seeing is.
Knowing, you know.
Seeing, knowing, awareness, whatever is the term. There is no seer, there is no knower. There is just this seeing, the knowingness.
The one that wants to figure out is just a voice.
Exactly. That one that even wants to figure out is just the voice which represents nobody.
It's only about openness, Father. Complete acceptance of what is right now.
He says it's all about openness, complete acceptance of what is.
I have one question, Father,
Yes.
about doership. You know, the illusion of doership
Yes.
is a thought comes and then it is seen to be played out. Right?
A thought comes.
So I'll give you an example.
Yes.
In the morning, there was an important email that I had to send to work for
Yes,
work,
yes,
right?
yes.
I didn't send it,
Ah.
and I'm not the doer, right?
Yeah. So who didn't send it?
So the not
Didn't
sending was
happen.
an appearance,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Just as the
That's all.
sending would have been,
Yes,
the non-sending is also an appearance. Yeah.
right. And that's quite something.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's a good thing you don't have a boss.
Yeah. I have a boss.
Yeah.
She's probably listening. um, so all this burden of life of I did nothing to get here.
Yes.
Huh? Right? I did nothing to get
Who?
here.
Who I?
No, there was there was nothing done to get here.
Yes.
Rather, not
Yes.
I, but there
Yes.
was nothing done to get here.
Yes. Nothing has ever been done.
Right.
Yes. Because there has been no doer.
So I don't need any intelligence to live this life. There's no intelligence required
Yes,
to live this life.
I'm not policing the
Sorry.
I.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
I'm
just
just talking
wondering
freely.
whether
I'm just
you
talking
know why
freely. Yeah.
I'm looking at that is because sometimes this recognition and the words on satsang, the something tries to make a personal strategy out of it.
I don't. I am not sure.
Yeah. So it should not become that. Yes, I got the cheat code to life now. This is all I have to do. I don't have to do anything.
No, I don't mean it from that
Yes.
sense. I mean it from the sense that all doership
Yes.
is false.
It's false. Yes.
It's just happening.
Yes. Like I was saying yesterday, we feel I'm moving the hand, but we don't know how to move the hand. The mind doesn't know how to move the hand. Doesn't know how to fire the neurons.
Right.
Doesn't know what they are also.
So, who am I?
Yes. Yes. Who are you? So if you're not this, if you're not
Honestly,
Krishna,
yeah.
you're not Krishna, then what else is here? And Krishna is not here. No.
I don't know who I am. I can't, if I forget the words freedom
Yes.
and the words awareness
Yes.
and the words consciousness,
Consciousness. Yes.
every word,
Yes.
Father,
Forget. Very good.
there is just this.
Yes.
There is, but nothing has been done to be here.
Yes.
When I take a flight, there is a complete appearance.
Yes.
But why do I know it now?
Would you rather not know it now also?
No, but but do you know what? Like,
Yes, yes.
so that's the
Why isn't it so apparent even when the actions are happening? Is that
no,
the
no,
question? Or?
no. What I'm saying is that I'm taking a flight in 2 hours apparently.
Yes,
So why am I saying I'm going to take a flight?
yes,
From where is that?
yes,
You know,
yes.
that is what creates so that stickiness about. And
Correct.
reason why I'm asking about doership, Father, it's the strongest.
Yes,
It what keeps this me alive.
yes, yes, yes. This is very good. So let's look at this. This doership is what keeps the me alive. That's why Bhagavan said there are only two ways. One is to surrender, which means that I am no longer the doer, it's all you, which then dissolves the me, or to inquire into the nature of this me and see that there is no me.
Hmm.
So doership keeps the me alive. Therefore, the two so-called methods, which are ultimately one, I have been prescribed. You see, so based on your temperament, you can have one or the other or a bit of both.
And the one that needs to understand all of this, there is no need to understand
Yes, yes. There is no need to understand
anything.
anything at all conceptually. So that is why this is not an understanding with that kind of understanding. This is more of a recognition
So that
of
negates
what
the
is.
mind, right?
Yes,
Because the mind is the only thing trying to understand this.
yes, yes.
In this moment, other than the mind giving me a picture,
Yes,
there is no idea what will happen next.
yes,
Right?
exactly. Yes, there might not be a next moment at all.
Right. And the only thing that dies is this me.
Yes. The only thing that dies is the one that never existed in
Right.
the first place. The fantasy of the me dissolves.
Right. Right. Only me keeps you and I separate.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
The illusory separation is only dependent on the idea of me.
I don't need to know who I am.
Yes.
Do I? I can never know on one level.
No, with a small k.
From the small, yeah.
Yes.
It's trippy, Father.
It's trippy. Yeah.
It's complete.
It's beyond any trip the mind can take.
Yeah. There has been so much fear to die.
Yes.
The whole life, you just don't want to die.
Yes.
You know, that's the
Yes.
premise of life.
Yes.
Is death shouldn't happen to me,
Yes.
you know, to that one which actually is not even alive.
Alive. Yes.
I was very angry with you, Father.
I know.
You know,
You told me. I have to be honest and say I just laughed.
I know, I know, I know, I know. So did I, Father, you know. So the mind is not needed
Yes.
at all.
At all.
What has to happen will happen,
Yes.
and what cannot happen will not happen.
Yes.
And I'm just watching it.
Yes.
I have no idea what I'm saying, Father.
It's very good. I'm enjoying very much.
When it's not sure, actually, it's not been clear what this voice is. So there's been no hearing of any voice,
Yes.
you know, just whatever the voice, because I I have no idea what to believe, what not to believe, right? It's just giving so much. It's best not to believe anything.
It's funny that before I met Guruji, I used to work at Cisco. And there also what happens is we had this group of friends, we would talk about these things. So one day one new one came into at 6 o'clock every evening after work we'd say, okay, let's gather around coffee and we'll just talk about some of these things. So one day I just said and someone new came and he said I was saying something about the voice in the head, you see, not being true. They were like, what? You have a voice in your head? Did you get it checked out? You hear voices? It is the voice itself which was saying this. But it feels so intimate before we start looking.
Yes, yes.
They say, what voice in the head? The voice is saying, what voice in the head?
And it's like a magnet pull to it, you know. There's
Yes.
a pull
Yeah.
to that voice is just seductive.
Yeah.
It's just,
So seductive.
you know, it's just like
Actually, one more funny thing happened then. In this group, there was one boy, a young boy. So He used to come every day and he was enjoying. Then one day he just exploded. Me, what are you saying all this stuff and what is this? Who am I? What's the point? I have a sales target to get to, and every day we come in here. So it's like, and then when something cooled off, then he apologized and said, I'm so sorry, I don't know what. I realized something there was, starting to feel attacked, and it wanted to stop that. And he didn't come back after that, actually. That day was his last.
Just cannot resist what is appearing,
Yes.
because actually, yeah, you can't avoid it.
Yes.
It's just there.
As long as you're clear about who the I is, then none of this can ever cause any trouble.
It's so, this I comes with a sensation, Father. This me,
This,
this me as this real kind of restrictive, constricted quality, and it's more and more visible
Yes.
quite quickly as to
Yeah.
who's speaking.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I wouldn't say that, but the because it only brings negativity with it. It
Yes.
doesn't bring anything
Meaningful.
positive. There's no, the voice is just always just about me,
Me. Yes.
and that's not a great feeling. All one can do is not hear the voice of the mind. That's all
Yes.
that is possible.
Yes. Yes. And not here means not believe.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Not believe. Yeah. So funny, an insight from 2 hours ago is gone.
Yes.
It's just it's only about this
Yes.
point.
Yes.
Is this true, Father, that
Closer. Mic. Yeah.
that either there's an object that is believed in, or there's just knowing of that from a
The object per se cannot be believed in.
Right.
It is only the interpretation about the object which is
Right.
believed.
Right.
And then what is the second
Then
part?
then when the perspective shifts,
Yes.
then there's just awareness
Yes.
of that and whatever else. That. So the perspective can be from.
And the sense of separation also, the subject object separation also dissolves. Because unless we are labeling,
That has not been the
no, it is actually your experience.
so
But
it's just the
it is the just if you see anything and there's no labeling, you're not buying the label about anything, it's already one there. You can find no two.
right.
You find no distinction between the object and the knowing of it.
Actually, it's better to be or just it's good to be in the space of I don't know.
Yes.
Actually, because then there's no concept that comes in that space. Actually, the minute you leave that space, then
Yes.
some
In the
concept,
mucky
yeah,
quicksand of the mind.
yeah. Even who I am, I don't know. I am.
Yeah.
It's just a sense of emptiness,
Yes.
and also there's awareness of that emptiness.
Yeah.
There's only one desire, Father,
Mm.
to do seva for you. That's like the always so big and so.
Yes. Seva is just an expression of the natural gratitude which arises. It's very beautiful.
I was earlier. I was just this was running through my mind, and today was. You've mentioned moving to Bangalore so many times,
Now,
few times, and somewhere something's always said, "Oh, the right time," but there's no right time.
yeah.
You know, we can just move. Actually,
Yeah.
The business can just look after itself somehow,
Yes, but
right?
even that we don't need to
We
decide.
don't need to do it. Doesn't. We just come, just pack some bags and come, right? I mean, what else? What are we waiting for? What is the sign? What is the big lightning? There's nothing.
Hmm.
There's no time for
Yes.
that decision, you know, except for the voice saying it's not ready. Your
Yes.
time is not ready.
Yes.
We should just rent a place here. Huh?
Yeah. As long
It's
as
all
you're
an illusion, isn't it?
as long as you're clear that the voice, it is not the same voice which is saying, but you can just move.
No, no, it's just something that's dropped away.
Yes.
It was just this hurdle which said, oh, you know, I have to sell the business, or I have to sell the business, or this, that, or whatever. That was just a that's a project. It's just a mental that just dropped away.
Hmm.
That what
Yes.
what are we waiting for? You know? I mean, we both want to be with you.
Yes.
You know? Your problem, Father.
Hmm.
It
This is
really
good
is your
because,
problem. You know?
like we said, if there is no doer and everything is a beautiful unfolding, if it is meant to play like that very soon, then very good. There's full trust in this grace.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what came up was we just show up.
Yes.
There has to be no plan. You
Yeah.
know? And if you have to go back, then you have to go back. If you have to
Yeah.
go whatever, it doesn't matter, right? Pratna has been my biggest ally in this
Yes.
sadhana, you know, because the pain a partner can bring up is unlike any other pain, you know, it's a crazy pain.
You better
But
move to Bangalore.
what?
You better move to Bangalore.
With
No, after
but
all this.
it's the best. You could not ask for a bigger mirror,
Yes.
you know, who of somebody who you live with, who's also going to the same guru,
Yes.
and it's pretty
You want to
insane.
share a bit of your anger?
So, Govil, we have time? Has Govil gone? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh yeah, we have some time. I was pissed off. I was really angry. I'm like, you know, I've been going, I've been searching for so long. Okay? I've been searching for so long. And then she comes along and has all these amazing, like, awakenings. I'm like, what the is this? And I'm like,
Father is
and then
partial.
she's saying, you know, my life is yours. I'm like, what? You know, I mean, even though he's my father, when some, you know, your wife does that to, when your wife says that to,
I think he's loud enough.
like, my wife saying that to another guy, you know, it's just that comes up, you know, that came up. And
Your life can be
oh,
father's only if it goes through me.
and then she's making me, yeah. And I was literally
Because
thinking
I
that,
took you to him.
yeah, I was like, I took you to father, I sent you there, you didn't want to go,
Yeah.
okay, and I said, please go at least for one day. I
Yeah.
forced her to go one day
One
to
day.
meet Muji and you know, and I'm the one getting sidelined here. She's not there. She's not there. But you know, I'm really grateful to her. You know, she's a crazy woman, but I'm really grateful to her for being who she is, because it cannot be any other way. You know, it, you need you, you need, you know, it's just It's crazy. And the last year we cannot see eye to eye. What? No, last year we cannot see eye to eye. Father,
Yes.
one evening something happened and we just stopped seeing each other. It just like I don't know. And I'm sure this is not it's this is the biggest identity and it had to come up. It had to
Yes.
kind of
Yes.
and it has to whatever is going to
They
play
once
out.
told me, both of them were there, and they said, we had no problems in our marriage before we met you.
No, that's not true. No, that's not true. But I think this is more
Or
than just
at
a
least
marital.
not this bad or something.
This is beyond our. This is something divine, Father. This problem is not a problem. It's a it's a mirror that um, that will allow us to just stand naked, without any. I would love to just stand naked without anything.
Yes.
You know?
Without the fig leaf of concepts.
Yes. Yes. Without. I was thinking this morning, I've never met you. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I've never fully met you.
Yes.
I've only met you with concepts
Yes.
and what I need
Yes.
or a need. I've never fully come and embraced you with complete nothingness.
Yes.
And that would be nice.
Yeah. It is, no?
I know it is. It's just the voice says something. It has to say something,
Yeah.
Father, once in a while. I'll feel guilty if I ignore it.
We need to contemplate.
No. Don't. That was a bad one. Oh, Father. So grateful, just so grateful to serve you, to sit in front of you. Nothing greater. I will give up everything for what you are, what you give. That's all I have ever wanted, is to be free. I just want to meet you as I am, Father. Without concepts, without anything. Just the way you, every day, with your love, the way you share. There's no one like you, Father. No one. Just so grateful, so full of love for you. Just want to serve you. I don't even want freedom. I want to serve you. And such a beautiful Sangha, really. It's just so fortunate. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you
you,
so
man.
much.
Thank you.
Something's been wanting to come,
Yes.
but at the same time, it's feeling kind of stale now. Like the
Yeah.
questions are like seem irrelevant. They're not fresh. I was listening to Krishna, and then the question or my question
Yeah.
is kind of hanging there. And then I was like, whose whose question is this?
Yes. Yeah. Like a poster on the wall. And I say, who put up that poster there?
And the me is trying to kind of persist. No, it's my
Yeah,
question.
yeah, yeah. It's still relevant
That's his
now.
question.
Yeah.
And he says something beautiful. He said everything is beautiful, but something was resonating with the labeling of the object.
Yes.
And the immediate response was, but there's something implicit when I'm looking at a chair that
Yeah.
I am looking at the chair.
Ah.
But then actually it's not. I
Yes.
mean, until I think about it.
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
And there's or was a vision that if there's a oneness, then you should just feel very different. You know?
Yeah.
It would all merge into
Yeah.
something abstract.
Because the mind feels that oneness or the recognition of oneness means that something will change in a phenomenal experience. That's not the case. Oneness never actually became two-ness. It has always been that. It's just the mental labeling which makes it feel like there was separation. There never was separation. If separation actually happened, then it would not just be a question of belief. You see. Then we'd actually have to fix it. We have to get the two together and make it one. So no separation actually happened except as a concept, as a belief.
And when I look in the experience of that is it kind of feels like I'm going back, you
Yeah.
know, inside. It doesn't. It's not in the phenom. The
Yeah.
experience is not in the phenomenon.
Yeah.
It's in that space.
Yeah. Say some more about this.
There's just this hanging or
Yeah.
constant feeling of seeing.
Yeah.
I don't know where the seeing is.
Seeing, yes.
Yeah. But there is no oneness from the eyes.
Yes.
There's always two-ness in the eyes, but the seeing is always one.
When you're talking about the eyes, this sight is what I call the phenomenal perceiving, which is part of the play of me and the other, my world, my life, my experiences, you see, my thoughts. So this sense of there there being a subject and then all of these objects which are the constituents of what I call my life. And when we start seeing that there is a deeper seeing, that which is aware even of this sense of sight, which is unchanging, eyes open or eyes closed. This seeing, this awareness remains unchanged, independent of whether physical sight is happening or not. Yeah,
And that is recognized.
that is
But
recognized.
let's say when I wake up in the morning,
Yes.
the initial instinct is I am the body
Yeah.
because I'm seeing.
Yeah.
You know, the awake
Yeah.
sense
Yeah.
is manifesting in a way in that seeing.
Yeah.
And then it usually kind of these days pretty quickly comes into, but there's an awareness of that.
Yes. Exactly. And just like this, as you continue in satsang, as you continue with your contemplating, you will find that you'll find it more and more difficult to attach any variable, any attribute to this sense I am. Because actually when we say I am awareness, you see, it is like a, if you did you do computer science? So this then awareness is a pointer pointing back to I, where everything else is like a value in that variable. You're with me in this? So I am X. You see? Now I am X can be filled with all kinds of things, ideas, concepts, beliefs, all of this. You see? So I am whatever. When we say I am that, you see, that itself is a pointer, you see, which points back to the I. So the am there, I don't know if I'm going somewhere with this, but it's just the pointer I am that is pointing us back to that which is prior to I amness, prior to the amness in the I am, that which is prior even to the waking state, that is independent of the sleep or waking, that I which remains prior to the emergence of the I am itself. The sense of existence, the sense of being.
Who dropped me?
So this, as we from there, from the pure seeing of what we are, only then we can say these kind of words that I am awareness, I am the self, I am that. You see? Because it doesn't become an additional concept. It's not conditioning that I am is picking up. So what am I saying? I'm saying that there was a sense that there is nothing, and suddenly I woke up, isn't it? That's what the morning experience is for most of us. So that which wakes up is what? The sense that I exist, I am. You see? But there was I, which is able to say that there is nothing, and then there is this something called existence or beingness. So sleep is as much of a direct experience. Not really, I mean, I have to use the word experience, although it is not an experience as we know it, not phenomenal experiencing, but as much of a object of awareness as waking is. To awareness, it remains unaffected whether it is sleep or waking. So that seeing that we talked about, which is seeing even sight, that which is aware of even sight, or that it makes no difference what state is appearing or not. Even if I am is appearing or not makes no difference to that.
So The feeling is it's becoming a little bit mental when I'm
Yeah.
contemplating that.
Yeah.
It's very clear in
Yes.
a way.
Yes. Yes. So then throw it away.
I mean, I'm not. There's not a lot of running
Yeah.
around. It's
Yeah.
very clear, but
Yeah.
there's a recognition that
Yeah.
there's some subtle looking for a phenomenal
Yes.
acknowledgement of
Yes.
two levels of awareness, which is not true.
No. 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 Yes. Yes.
So
All,
there's
yeah.
an immediate and natural just knowing, yeah, I know I'm aware of sleeping in a
Exactly.
way,
Exactly.
and I know the same I knows I'm awake.
Very good. Very good. That's what I'm saying actually.
But then kind of the seeker comes up, well, what do I do with that? You know?
Nothing.
or how do I stay there?
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't know how to stay there.
There is nothing for this seeker in this. There's nothing for the ego in this. It is not helpful to the ego at all.
Including the seeker.
Yes, yes. Same guy, just playing in different roles.
And keeping quiet, is that again the seeker related in context
That's a
of
good
this?
point. So, what do I mean by keep quiet or be still? Is just to not go with what our thoughts are saying, to not go with the thought stream which is convincing you to be the person, not to not pick up from that conveyor belt of thoughts. So we be still at that table and our hands are not moving going towards the conveyor belt with the food coming.
And the feeling is that it's not helpful, or it's just persisting the seeker to contemplate this more, maybe because I'm making it
Yeah,
mental.
we don't have to think about this.
Because it becomes like Krishna said, like trippy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a bubble. Everybody has a bubble. We're all the bubbles.
Yeah. You don't have to think about this. And then the mind will come to you with this favorite suggestion and say, but that seemed like some effort, so therefore it must be the seeker itself to not pick up the plate. But actually, what is the effort? It is must be in the picking up that the effort is, isn't it? In the letting go of it, in the allowing it to come and go, cannot be the effortful state. It's just that we got
It's
so
felt that it
yes,
is.
because we got so used to feeling that that effortful state is the natural state. You see? So we've heard of this term called sahaj or natural, isn't it? So natural is what? Now, according to the mind, the natural state is just to take everything that it is offering up. But you realize as you allow it to go, that naturalness is just in this simple openness, not not participating, not believing anything that this one is saying is effortless.
So that connects to the stale question from before.
Yeah. Let me give you an example before we get to the question. You go to this beautiful location, say Kashmir, or I don't know whether you've heard of these places. Very beautiful mountains there. Yeah? You're standing over there. Is it effort to enjoy the beauty of the mountain? It's very natural, it's very open. Everything is just allowed. So just the phenomenal experiencing and the joy that emerges from that needs no effort. Now, what if you put the effort in, then what happens in that moment? You've seen all of us have had these experiences where you go to this beautiful location, it's so nice for the first few seconds. And then we allow the mind to come in and say, have I got a good enough photograph of this? Am I, this one, or that part of it looks a little dirty. Oh, something. The mind comes in to try and participate in this. And as we start believing these ideas, then the naturalness of the moment is seemingly lost. So actually, we are making the effort to pick up these thoughts about it, and that is what is taking away the spontaneity and the naturalness. Like, you're there, you see it's very beautiful, you're there, the mind is saying, do I have transport back home? Am I going to get stranded here? Where's the rest of my group? These kind of things. You see? So it cannot be that that just naturalness of not believing a thought and just being present, that was effort. It must be that which came after that, which was these thoughts and ideas about what I should do next and what is the next thing I must see. How does this compare with that other experience I had? This is all. That is effort.
But the experience
Yes.
typically, because of the habit of giving attention
Yes.
and immediately belief, is that it's effortless.
Yes.
And
It's
the drop,
effort. You to drop is effort right
yes,
now in the
and
experience. Yes.
effortless to
It
follow
seems
the
like that.
sticky
It
thoughts.
feels like that. And my suggestion is to, if it feels like effort, then to make that effort.
And so there's a sense in some of those very sticky thoughts that there's almost nothing I can do. They're just going to keep coming. Like that whole pattern you described in the conveyor belt, which is spot on. You know, some thought comes up, which the checker or the spiritual secret things is bad.
Yeah.
There's an indulgence in that. There's guilt. And then there's the seekers like you see, you're not there.
You're not there. Exactly. It's a 1, 2, 3
But it keeps coming up.
It's not just a 1, 2.
It's like a rerun channel.
Yeah. Stale reruns. You're still watching I Love Lucy or something. So what to do? What to do? That's why I say that even if it feels like some effort, then we must make that effort. Because this rerun thing, if it's allowed to go on, then it's like this. It just keeps looping in this way. Till it is recognized that it is effortless and it feels like effort, there's nothing wrong in making that effort. Because actually when you check, you know actually that it is effortlessness that is being pointed at. And yet something feels like it's magnetic, you see. The thought is magnetic. So you feel like to hold this end of the magnet back, it feels like it's some effort. You see? But as you stay with that, then you will find that the attraction itself starts to reduce. You see? Like Adya says, the Velcro thoughts, as we stand our ground and not by them, then the attractiveness or the stickiness of the Velcro seems to reduce as it goes along.
And the more we do this, it improves. Because in some of the sticky thoughts, it feels like there's no even space to contemplate or make the effort to stay.
Yes. They're really sticky. They just come, they stick.
Like yesterday, I have physical pain, and I'm like, I don't know, like a child.
Nothing. You don't have to worry about that, because what happens is that the mind gives you this and brings you back to the past and say, see, now these things happen. There's nothing you can do about it. Yes, so don't do it and don't believe any of these thoughts about it. There's nothing that you can do. Life, when these situations come, something happens, some reaction can come, or there's pain, there's no sense of freedom in those things, there's no space to contemplate. Yes. Then what is there to do in that? Nothing. It's all about now.
It was funny because the checker guy came in, and you see, when you're not thinking, you're not feeling pain. And then I would, go with mine and feel the pain, and then not. And that oscillation was like, oh, I'm feeling the pain mainly because of the checker rather than the actual pain.
Then you're feeling the suffering more than the pain, actually.
Yeah,
because
the pain was, the sensation wasn't that big.
That much, yes. Because pain can be felt even without belief and thought, but you cannot suffer from it. So when you feel like, oh, there's nothing happening when I'm not believing the thought, that means that the pain of the suffering itself is what you're calling pain, not the physical sensation so much.
It's so closely attached in some of the that it's hard to make that distinction.
But even to a sage, if you were to give an injection, the ouch will come. The pain will be felt. It is not held on to. It's not something conceptual. It's not saying, Now I'm free, therefore the body should not feel pain. Just like saying I'm free, therefore my car should not break down, my roof should not leak.
Yeah, I think there's a tendency to compare with a sage's experience. You know, you sit here for hours, I'm like moving every 2 seconds, you know, my back is like this or whatever. Or I see Muji and he's not. I mean, there's a sense of indulging.
But the only difference is that what the mind is saying is not being bought. This is the only difference. Even the clarity in physical perceiving, all of that is only as a result of our attention not being so divided between mental thoughts and that which is appearing in this phenomenal realm.
I think I'm, in a way, still maturing in what I asked you yesterday, where there's I guess the seeker looking for some validation in the actual behavior to whether, I don't know, making progress or buying into the thoughts or not. But the activities are just happening.
Yes.
When Krishna was saying, you know, we don't need the mind, but the mind, we don't need it, but the mind is still going to be there.
It's going to be there.
Whether we buy into it or not is the separate question.
Only it seems to become less and less relevant, less and less noisy, and you find that as belief has gone, mostly even attention is not going so much to it.
Right now it seems like there's still that
right now it
fascination
might seem like
with
it's full spotlight on with every word that the mind is saying. So in that case then, so what happens, let's go back to the conveyor belt example. As we've not been picking up, then over a period of time, even that curiosity to look what is there, that also starts to reduce. So the sense of attention going to thought also reduces. That is why the sages seem to have a lot more attention available to them. They're able to fully be present with you than to have that multiple conversation happening.
So at this stage is just making the effort not to.
Yes.
Or not even to control the attention, just not to believe.
Yes. Don't do anything with attention for now. Just don't believe. It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you, Father.
Oh, so welcome. Oh, thank you. Oh, look at the time. Lisa is still in bed. It's very late actually. I'm feeling it's early morning. No, no, it's very late. Yes, yes. 3 a.m. She said. 2. Okay. It always happens when Claire is moderating. Maybe I enjoy her presence so much that satsang goes on so long.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you all so very much for being in satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Muji Ji ki Jai. Are you gonna miss your flight? 1:56. I don't mind if you miss your flight. Why are you going on Friday actually? You
I
work
don't have
on
weekend.
Saturday?
I
Or?
don't have weekend.
Oh.
If you want, I really want you to make any decision.
Yeah.
So even in the comments, feel like think what you feel like what I should do. Please let me know.
Yes.
And then maybe I'll come back.
Let me know when you get back.
Yes.
When you reach. Right. Ah, look at that. Gautami is already on the hangout. How did she get? Where is she now? Is she in the airport? Where are you? You're the airport. Look at that. Airport satsang. Her flight was what? 4 a.m. Must be in a stopover. Maybe she reached Dubai. Not good for Dubai tourism at all because they want you to buy stuff when you're there. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Claire, for moderating today. We can end the broadcast now.